who's in control there. I think it was the Decepticon plan to turn all living or all mechanical objects into creatures for world domination.
Treat wounds. You need a skill. You need a kit.
You need a kit, I think. I don't think you need a skill.
No,
You need to be trained.
skill.
You
need to be trained, expert, master. Yeah, so being trained.
You need to be trained.
Yeah, you need to be trained in it.
In medicine, but I think yeah.
No, there's actually a feat you take, I think.
Let's see
I have it
here.
in the book here. Treat
Actions,
wounds.
expiration, treat wounds. Where are we?
Medicine trained actions. Okay, so it's a trained action. It's a skill.
Requirements: trained in medicine, and you are holding healer's tools, or you are wearing them and have a free hand.
Yep.
I do not have healer's tools. I do not know if our cleric does.
I gave him free reign to get them. Because he said he wouldn't grab them.
He's got them in his inventory now.
Excellent.
They are not in the cleric kit, but you had to pick up a separate healing kit.
Okay. And then apparently there's like a better healing kit as well that also adds +1 to the rolls. Called a what the hell was it? A master's healing kit or something like that.
Whoa, John! One day at a time, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Right. Okay, yeah, you got your kit. We'll worry about being better at healing when it matters.
Whoa.
Where is that? Healer's tools. Expanded healer's tools, that's what it's called. Provides a +1 item bonus to such checks. When you carry the tools from place to place, you keep many of the components handy in your person, in pockets and or bandoliers. So it's consistently ready for you to use if you want to try and use it in combat.
Are you guys having any issues with Wanderer's Guide?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
I did this morning.
Okay.
I had to log
kept
in
closing
again.
On me.
It's giving me the took too long to respond.
Mm.
Can't reach the page kind of thing.
That's odd. Do you have physical dice? I have you here. Oh, actually, you have the whatchamajigger to roll in. A hole there.
Yeah, and I did actually print out a hard copy of my character sheet, so I guess I'm good either way.
Yeah. You kind of got all the bases covered, Jeff.
Yeah.
Can you export from Wanderer's Guide?
Yes. Yeah, it's not a great export because it doesn't bring in some of the like first level feats and abilities and things. But the main sheet stuff is good. Your AC and weapons and stuff.
I love that your character on the screen is Graz. Like, I just noticed that. Like, because I clicked on you, so in the little corner, it's got Graz there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found that my name in some of the stuff is locked in. So without paying for something, it won't let me change my name. So
you're going to be Graz in a lot of places?
Some Graz here, yeah.
It's kind of fitting. It was the start to your tabletop career.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance.
There it goes.
I didn't get a chance to back the Shadow Dark Kickstarter. I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to get that book on its own.
So just to recap, DM was very gracious on healing over the last episode. Any of the mistakes we made, you said keep it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I can still... Let's see.
I think for Wanderer's Guide, it was a matter of leaving the page open before trying to load the second and third and fourth ones, because I bring up everyone's pages just in case.
How much pledge? Digital edition.
Yeah, I listened to it first on Twitch and then YouTube to check Tom's mic, and it wasn't working. But he said it worked on the podcast, so I did not listen to it as an additional time for that. So it was sad missing all of Tom's comments throughout the show.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. I don't think.
The
Yeah,
whole of last week wasn't ideal.
when John says, "Explain how you kill this one," and it's silent, and it's like, and then everyone laughs, ha 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 ha. It's like, oh, that was probably entertaining. What was it?
I'm curious what your limerick's going to be this week. With a silent Norm.
Mm-hmm. I'm always tempted after I finish them to post it out there for you guys, and then I'm like, nah, it's more fun to surprise you.
Yeah, I still back this. Not that I have the money to back it right now.
Do it, do it, do it.
That's the digital edition complete premium Shadow Dark. Oh, I gotta look at all the sets and figure which one I want to get. I think it's the premium Shadow Dark RPG core.
I was down to 8 hit points last game
no.
at one point, so
That's no.
Yikes, bro.
didn't feel good. Even though I know, like, first level in D&D, you start with like 8 hit points, but
Yeah. Yeah. Does not feel good when you start out with 18 to 20.
mm-hmm.
Let's see. What am I looking at here? I'm looking for. Oh, hell. I'll be right back.
Hello, Mr. Norman. Is your microphone gonna work this week?
I don't hear you on Twitch. Yep, gotcha.
There you are. Don't know. My daughter's car wouldn't start, so we're heading down to Oshkosh today to see if we can mess with it. So that was unexpected plans for today. At least it's not raining today.
Let's see.
Yet.
I'm headed to Kansas City for work after this. So let me know if you need some ribs or anything. I'll bring them back for you. Oh, I agree. Makes sense to me. Bucks can't get figured out. What's Yeah, but they won by 40 and then they lost by 20, like just uneven, man. Giannis is out, so I don't know. I feel like he fell on his tailbone, so I imagine running the court after that is going to be a pretty freaking tough row to hoe.
There we go. Ta-da!
So John, you said we needed possibly need numbers 1 through 9,
Possibly.
like these guys.
Oh, hey, you still have those?
I still have those.
Nice. Are
I
they
think
1 through
Rico-
9?
Yeah.
I thought they were more than 1 through 9. Oh no, it was a 9. It was a 9. It was a tic-tac-toe grid. Yeah.
Yep, 9.
Awesome. Cool. Those will work perfectly.
TD.
You don't need them, but it'll help for visualization. Yeah. So what
Yeah.
is this?
Talking about getting songs stuck in your head from the show this morning. For some reason, I had Champagne Supernova stuck in my head, and I couldn't figure out why. And I was like, because I was thinking about what we did last time, and we were walking slowly down the hall. We're slowly walking down the hall, and somehow when I was thinking about that got it stuck in my head.
Cannonball. Nice. Oh hell, and that's just gonna be it's gonna be a thing now. Much like Ryan's entry into the soundtrack last week. I'm sitting here singing, Amy, what you gonna do? I think
Write it
I
down.
would spend.
That's
Because
that's
I
an
went and saw
deep hole.
I went and saw the Acme Pickers last night, and they played that, and that was a good time. I will say that's the first time I ever went to a bar by myself and didn't know anyone there.
All right.
It was kind of wild. Well, I knew Jeff. I mean, so it's like, but he was playing, so
Yeah, not me.
no, not this Jeff. Jeff Schmidt.
If I was there playing, it was probably a video game or slot machine.
Now you're talking.
Super slots or whatever.
Your mom.
There.
Yeah, buddy.
There you are.
If you're gonna throw up the
Oh.
softball, I'm gonna try to hit it out of the park.
Boomtown, get him.
Yeah, buddy.
What the?
See the fucking
Back to the Future.
yeah, Back to the Future was McFly, George McFly.
Mm-hmm. Good
Genius
stuff.
left the party. What?
What party did I leave?
Owlbear Rodeo. There you are. There you
Must
go.
have just timed out.
There you are. There you go. There you are. There you go. You
I
keep going in
refreshed.
and out.
Now it's just me. Now it's everybody. Oh wait, someone's missing. Chuck. Yeah. No Bob.
Bob's working on it.
Oh yeah. Is it the whole screen blinking back and forth thing? That was weird. Oh good. Wouldn't be surprising.
Oh, fuck. Be right back. I'm bleeding.
I believe so. Yeah, good thing we're going to start out by figuring out treat wounds.
Probably the most random thing to say before I get up from the keyboard. My thumb. Apparently knives are sharp, and when you're cutting a tomato, you shouldn't put your thumb in the way. I did that 2 days ago. There's still a little
Yeah,
flap of skin that I catch on shit once in a while, and it starts bleeding.
I don't think you quite
Just-
understand the meaning of finger food.
No,
It's
not
not
really.
supposed to be your actual fingers.
Yeah, true.
Bite size.
Munch will eat anything. Give it to Munch. He'll eat anything.
You found the limit. Undead flesh is probably the limit.
We
If
found
it's already
the life.
things that are dead are fine. Things that are no longer dead, not fine.
Things that were once dead and are no longer dead. Nah. Kind of a line there, folks. As ready as I'm gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 5 of us, at least it's, like a fifth of.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM for this adventure, JC Dittmer, here with these 4 nerds because we're multiplying. Who do we start with today? Let's start with that one Ryan Crixus Gupta. I'm just gonna say Crixus each time. How you doing this morning,
Makes
buddy?
sense to me. Hi, what's up? Happy Sunday, everybody. Let's rock. I'm playing Lady Sylviana Frost today.
Nice. The straight man of the group. Quote unquote straight man of the group. That man adjusting his camera is the man on the ones and twos who would like to actually give a pretty formal apology for the YouTube video last week and the stream issues. And if you want to hear him, if you really care about what he said last week, you can go find the podcast version of the show. If you don't mind him being gone, then just listen to the YouTube video. How you doing, Norm? Did I say your name in there? No, that's Tom Norman. Playing Bob. It's an educational show. And a lot of times it's educating us. It does. It so does. It's hard to get away from. Man that has no precedent for a middle name is the next man if I'm going counterclockwise on my screen, and that is one Rick Chuck. Rick Chuck. LaFave. How you doing this morning, bud?
Good morning, everyone. Starting my Pathfinder / D&D day. I get to play Pathfinder this morning and go see D&D this afternoon. I'm going to see the movie.
Oh, nice. Enjoy. This can be fun. It is a good show. Rick Chuck. It sounds like rickshaw. Rick Chuck. And last but not least, of course, the lore master, the limerick maker, the lazy dragon, the I don't know what other.
That likes to eat things.
The lymphatic node. I don't know. Jeff Munch Williams. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Good. I can think of a lot worse L words that we'll leave off the table.
You think I'm
doing-
just start throwing random L words within all of those each week?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Cool. Well, we got lots of stuff to get to today. So do you have a recap of last week? And
I do.
Possibly a limerick? Which I'm curious because you listened to the YouTube show, which didn't include Norm.
Yeah. No, it's I remember parts of what he said, just not word for word.
I remember where the spots formerly was.
So we started last week in a cavern off of the fish storage facility, and we were making our way along to a web-filled room with a giant spider in it. And while Munch got temporarily caught in a web shot, Lady Syl sent over a moonbeam, and after multiple attacks, we were successful. And with some search results, we found a dead lizard meal pack for the spider, which included a healing potion and a jeweled short sword. We took a little bit of time also to let Lady Syl refocus so she can get her focus spell back. Then we came to a barricade blocking a path, so we dismantled that and headed down to see what was down that path. Found a room with granite tile and a sarcophagus and a bunch of wooden coffins. Lady Syl sensed a magic item in there, so we were not leaving without it. Turns out it was a zombie and a number of skeletons that came out of the coffin. So we had quite the battle. Probably are taking the most damage and most healing we've had yet. But the battle involved puke and throwing literal hands. But we did find the magic torch that she was looking for and a shield with a lion on it. And we ended taking a minute to discuss healing, recouping, and our next steps. So making sure the spider was no more, we busted through a barricade door. When Chuck burned some undead, the smell got to Bob's head and he puked on the smooth polished floor.
Nice. Oh, I am looking at things right now. Ryan, I just gotta say, is that just a bust picture of your character, or is there more to that picture? On your character sheet?
Oh yeah, it's just a cool little picture that I found
shot? Okay.
that kind of reminded me of that.
I was gonna say, if there's more to that picture, I need you to send that to me. Pretty
About
lady.
it, yeah.
All right. So, who wants the shield? That was part of the question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would act as a metal shield if you used it.
So
Yeah. So you kind of. Yeah.
yeah. So your choices would be to swap out the shield or carry two, but your existing shield had spikes on it, right? So
Yep.
you would probably want to keep that until at least you remove the old spikes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you get to the point where you need to repair your shield or something, you could use the shield in its place. Or if you don't ever end up using it and you get back to town, you could sell it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a little bit.
Yeah, it's really for flavor reasons if you want to have one that has a cool picture on it.
Yeah.
Does it taste delicious?
That's a question for Munch.
So just if we want to get into the medicine check, I have to do DC 15 medicine check in order to roll 2d8 for healing for an individual.
Yep.
So I guess raise your hand if you need some medicine and I'll give her a shot.
Anybody need some health?
How long does this take?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10
So
minutes.
per
10 minutes.
per person? Or
Yes. It would seem like per person.
I'm only down 2
Kinda.
hit points, so I'm probably fine.
I was gonna do it to myself,
Okay.
because I'm down 6 and I don't have that much to begin with. So, y'all have 10 minutes to think on something.
If we have 10 minutes, if you wanted us to try to knock those shield spikes off of your old shield.
You need a way to attach them to
Okay.
the new shield.
All right, John. I rolled a 21 for the medicine check.
That is a success. So you get 2d8 healing.
Cool.
Doo, 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 doo.
And
What was it?
That's 8 healing. So
What did you roll? A 20?
21.
21.
Okay.
So it wasn't
Okay.
crit. Success.
Not critical.
Yep.
In my head,
But
I
it
heard
didn't matter,
26,
I'm full,
even though he
so.
said 21. Cool.
Now you are immune to treat wounds for an hour.
Yeah, it's true.
Um,
All right, I just show everybody the torch, and I show them you can touch it, whatever. It doesn't harm anybody. And then Lady Sylviana just says, "I'm taking this."
You
And
can have it. Fire that doesn't burn is like useless.
yeah. Well, I could find some uses for it.
None of it's fun.
Point of order, your 10 minutes to treat wounds overlaps with your hour. So you can be treated every hour, not every 70 minutes.
Got it. All right.
For future reference.
So we'll be asking you
Alright.
every time we do something, has it been an hour? Has it been an hour? Has it been an hour?
Has it been an
Are
hour?
we there yet?
Hopefully, I don't need to treat wounds that badly in another 45 minutes. But
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I think by the end of the 10 minutes, the smell of the puke on the floor and the rotting flesh, I think at least Munch will probably at least be going and standing in the corridor. Because we pretty much figured this is a dead end, right?
Yep.
No other way out.
Yeah, you've spent 10 minutes looking around this room to realize it is a dead end.
Before anyone else throws up.
Not by choice necessarily, but by necessity of Lady Syl treating her wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Sat down. Boys.
Again.
So you head down the hall the other way. You can head all down to the edge of the thing.
Does the torch functions as a regular torch, 20 and 40? Is that
Yep.
okay? When we're moving, I'm not going to do the circles of light unless when we get to a stopping point.
That works.
So just assume that we can only see 30 to 40 feet in front of us.
As you make your way down this hall,
Faster than a cannonball.
Yep. Question is, who's getting high? We are.
I'll bring Bob along. I'm assuming Bob eventually realizes we left and he goes to the front.
I'm sure
You may or may not.
Bob's investigating audio issues. Bob's, what the fuck's a computer? What the fuck's the internet?
There's something wrong with your pooter.
No, your booter. So you keep moving down the hall faster than a cannonball. As you round the corner, up to your left, there's like a 10-foot cliff and there's a door up there.
The door to our left, you're saying?
Yeah, to your left. Chuck, immediately to your left. Well, or to your right, I should say. Where you actually see the cliff face go up.
What kind of door are we looking at? Just one door?
East. It's a double door. Double door.
Double door.
Looks like it's made out of stone.
All right, can I send out a ping, John?
Yeah. You don't actually get anything, right? Ooh. Back up. Hang on a minute. Hold up. You get a The wall to the west, you get a ping. Something rather large.
Wall to the west.
Yeah.
It's just a solid wall.
It's a solid wall. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna tell them. I'm not too interested in what's behind this door, but we should leave no stone unturned.
Make an intelligence check, Lady Cell. Didn't you get a ping in the spider room or no?
I don't recall.
I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe
So I thought the spider room was.
But I have no problem climbing up the
like
wall.
an inaccessible point is kind of what I was thinking.
Oh, what's an intelligence check?
Oh, that is a good
Is that a will check?
question. No, those are saves. It would be,
Yeah, there's an intelligence.
but it would be
It would be knowledge.
knowledge.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
not an insight
knowledge or survival
Yeah,
check. Honestly,
Survival
would
can
be.
be.
I would like to climb up the wall while he's.
I need to keep a character sheet open so
I think
that
it's
I can
down.
see all those skills. I need an athletics check to climb the cliff. That's a 10-foot cliff, boys.
It appears to be a 15 for me.
15. Yeah.
11 on the survival check and only 6
All
on
right.
my
Then,
athletics.
what was your survival? Did you say
11?
11? Okay. You don't think there's a way to get where that ping came from this hallway? The Munch, you had a 15, you said?
Yep.
You scrabble up it. Some of the rocks fall out of it as you're climbing up, but you do get up there just barely. No falling at all. Is anyone assisting Lady Frost? Because she got a 6.
If he goes quick enough, he might bring it back.
Tom, are you there? We can hear you.
I hear you.
And now we can see you.
I can see you. You're in shadow.
Is that you or your computer? We paused.
Did
We didn't do anything while you were away.
did we lose the Twitch?
Oh, that's not cool. Well, I'll describe it to you and we'll move you.
All right. I assume Bob's going to want to climb the wall too.
Yeah.
So, Tom, you want to make an athletics check? I feel like we lost Lady Frost.
Bob, you get up to the top edge of the wall, and just barely scrabble up there. Oh, Chuck's on top of Bob. What the hell?
It's not the time or the place.
What was your roll?
Once I'm up there, I mean, I'd give a hand to anybody, but I don't know that giving a hand is going to help a 6.
No, not so much. Is anyone else doing anything?
I can try to climb, but I am useless. So.
I mean, what do we see anything worth calling them up here?
Look, an 18.
Just a door.
Yeah, Chuck, you scrabble up there like it's no business.
Ta-da!
Yeah, no thing.
So not Chuck, but okay.
You see a door, a very ornate door in front of you. Lady Celia, would you like to give it one more try?
Yeah. Not better. 10.
10. Yep, that's enough.
Oh, okay.
You just you get up there, you get a hand and munch, and you like kick some rocks out, and you kind of land like this, hands out, and pull you up the rest of the way. In front of you is this ornate carved stone door, with like there's like an octopus on the top of it, and waves of the sea, kind of at mid level, and then you see like an underwater expanse carved into the bottom. There's like coral and fish and sharks and other stuff.
All kinds of tasty things.
Yeah. Make a anyone that wants to can make a knowledge religion check.
8.
Yeah, you have no freaking clue. It's the ocean.
9.
It's the ocean. Goblins don't know the ocean, apparently.
Oh,
11.
There's no ocean underground.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's not familiar to Lady Silly either. Is that what you had, Bob? 11? Yeah, you guys have no freaking clue who this is.
We suck.
is the door locked? I assume it is.
No.
If I push on it.
Yeah,
No.
it opens. Wings open.
Cool. Look at
Cool.
Inside, the ancient stone door creaks open, kind of scrapes open, and it reveals there's a ruined chamber. Like ruined, not ruined, ruined. There's mold and rot stains on most surfaces in here. There is a giant stone statue of a squid and its tentacles reaching forward to an altar in the center of the chamber. Scum covers the altar and the floor, and but there's a perfectly clean silver bowl sitting on top of this altar. So you approach it, there's water in the bowl that is completely clear and clean and fresh.
Can we see the room? You can remove the paper from your map.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not used to having
A map.
a map.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Drink some of the water right away to be first. Okay, I need a fortitude saving throw from you. First of all, you gain 1d8 hit points.
Cool.
Five.
You're
You're
glowing.
overcome with the. Oh, okay. Okay. 17. Still, you are overcome with the rocking and crashing of waves in your mind. Your stomach feels slightly upset. You are not feeling the best. For the next hour, you have a -1 status penalty to all your d20 rolls, your armor class, and spell DCs.
How did it taste, though?
Clean and fresh and crisp. It tasted great. Like if it wasn't for the stomach issues afterwards, you'd probably feel pretty damn good about it. Nauseous.
I mean, Munch doesn't want to be outdone, so I think. Is there any water left in the bowl?
Oh yeah, what water was taken out was replenished.
Ooh. Yes, please. I would like to walk up and
All right, drink some water.
take a
Gain
chug
1d8.
along.
Gain 1d8 hit points.
All right.
And then I need a fortitude saving throw.
D8. Roll 2. Hey, that's exactly the number I needed for my
Perfect.
2 hit points.
Now the important part.
And now the important part. You said fortitude.
Fortitude saving
I
throw.
also have a +7.
Nice. It's healing.
I also rolled a 17.
You also rolled a 17. Yeah. Same thing for you. The waves start crashing through your head. You feel like you're rocking on the boat of a ship. And you feel like seasick. And you have a -1 status penalty to all your D20 rolls, your armor class, and your spell DC
Hold.
for an hour.
Let me. Oh, that was just the music. Okay, hold on. I gain a +2 circumstance bonus to saving throws against afflictions against gaining the sickened condition and to remove the sickened condition when as long as it's something I ingested. So I think I would have had a 19 from being an iron gut. But
Still does not get you there.
yeah, I figured if it wasn't 17, it probably wasn't 19. But
Very close.
very close. So, gurgly stomach. No.
Munch belches. Verps a little bit.
Chuck will go look at the big statue
You
when
go
he
look
has
at
a
the
chance.
looking at the big statue. That's a big statue. it's a
Look at it.
Make another religion check. I'll give you another shot at this because you're inspecting the statue.
Yeah, no, this is probably 13.
13. Yeah, it's something on the back of your mind. You don't know the name of it, but like sailors and stuff, and people that like seafaring people have. Actually, you've seen it in a couple other places too. Typically, people that are very in tune with nature and the sea have this iconography or symbology.
So
about them.
I'm aware that it's some sort of religious symbol.
Yeah,
dealing
some sort of
with nature.
god. Yeah, you don't know his name, you don't know who he is or anything like that, but you do recognize it as a religious figure.
Would I have any? Would I know if this is a god who's generally perceived of as good or bad?
The people that you've seen wearing his iconography have all been like decent people. They haven't been like evil or anything like that.
Yeah. So it would go to make sense. And Chuck would explain to the group that it would make sense that a fisherman would have this, some sort of display of this god in their basement.
Good deduction. Would anyone else like to drink from the fountain? Or no?
No, Lady still sees some stomach troubles going around, and that's not where she lives.
Yeah. Munch has stomach troubles. Probably nobody else wants to try it. Anything else? Any other passageways, secrets, anything?
No. And you look around this room, you're looking around the edges of the statue, you're looking for like tentacles you could push or pull on, and nothing. This room is kind of this shrine.
All right.
Seems like it's just a room with some stale water in it.
You guys know that water is not stale. That water is delicious. You don't know why it makes you feel the way it makes you feel, but it's delicious and fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, but it makes you want to poo, right? Isn't that what you said? You have to poo.
And nothing I ping in this room does anything, right?
The silver bowl.
Oh,
things.
okay.
Yeah.
Is the silver bowl removable?
Yeah, it is actually.
All
I'm getting the Indiana Jones vibe here.
right, Lady Sill's gonna say, "Is anyone else thirsty, boys?"
Oh,
And then
okay.
after negatives from everybody, she's gonna try to dislodge the bowl.
There's no dislodging required. You grab the bowl and it spills the water over the fountain, over the edge, over the altar. Yeah.
All
You
right,
have a silver bowl.
all right. Back to the backpack it goes.
All right. It's just a little. It's like a size of a dinner plate, maybe. And we'll just. Oh no. I mean, if oh, you can't see the map on the altar. Okay, there's that little circle on the altar. That's the bowl. It's like a fraction of a 5 foot. Like it's a foot maybe.
Does anybody else feel like taking the bowl that's here to offer up to their god of our employer might be a bad idea if we wish to get paid for this?
He used Munch stares at Chuck because he used some big words, and he's like, "Chuck, you did it again. I don't know what you're talking about."
Your choice.
Yeah, but Jeff. Oh, that's great.
Indeed,
Are,
thank
are
you.
you are you able to move your character now, or do you need me to keep moving you? Okay. On the way out, I'm gonna sneak behind the altar real quick and leave a present for the next occupant as I squat behind the altar
All right.
quickly. I know it doesn't relieve the sickened condition, but it felt good anyway.
We'll leave your option behind.
Yep.
You get like 5 minutes of reprieve from it before your stomach starts turning again.
The collie wobbles.
I'm still belching something fierce though.
Well, the collie wobbles.
All right, and down the 10 feet.
Athletics, acrobatics to climb down, jump down.
Oh, it's only a +6 now. 10.
Wow. 10. You jump down and land on your feet. No problem.
11.
7.
Six-
Bob, right next to him.
16.
16. Lady still climbs down. Did you say 6, Bob? Oh, an 8. Make perception checks, you guys that are on the bottom as Bob comes down. Not yet. I'm seeing if anyone noticed. I'm gonna give him a chance to react.
12.
13.
Lady Sil.
25.
25. All of you see Bob slip. Does anyone want to help him?
No.
Kind of small. Kind of small to be helping people, huh?
I mean, like,
get out of the way.
Probably the Daria put the hand out to hit the volleyball after it's already hit the floor.
Lady Sill she's been helped before, so she'll expect to help.
Yeah, she.
It's that extra shield you're carrying here.
You're lucky Chuck doesn't throw a few caltrops on the floor just to make sure you land softly.
Lady Sill actually catches his foot as it slips and helps him walk down the rest of the way. Ahead of you.
La, 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 la.
A couple of steps
No
upward
problem, Robert.
lead to an opening in a door, and you hear as you approach. Yes.
I can only generally sense what direction it's coming from. So, but I didn't. We're in a hallway right now, so any blip I feel is in a different part of this area. So we've got to play it out. I
And-
wouldn't like just tell everybody there's something shiny over there. That makes sense.
Yeah, being a cantrip, I kind of feel like from a DM standpoint, the way that it's written, it's just basically a yes or no. But it feels like if you are in eyesight of something, that you should be able to figure out that that's where it's coming from. And I think that's so far how it's like. Once we were in the room with the torch, it was like, oh, obviously it's the torch. And in the room with the bowl, it's like, oh, of course it's the bowl.
Yep. Makes
Let me
sense.
do this quick. Oops. Wrong thing.
Ah!
I gotta
There's a
make,
door.
I'm gonna make these smaller. So there's an opening in a wall.
Do we have to do any checks to get up these little ridges?
No. Nope. These are just like little 1-foot steps.
I love that all of a sudden Bob appears ahead of everyone else, just like boop.
But you guys are
Pulling a Trump. Back. Back.
you guys are sitting as you approach this, you hear a bunch of like bickering and arguing and metal on metal as you look in this room. Looks like an old abandoned storeroom. At the far side, you can make out what seems to have been a cage or something at some point. And it's full of crates and barrels now, but they're lizard-like creatures the size of human children. That they're clustered around that door, and they're kind of bickering with each other, and they got pry bars, and they're trying to pry open this door. They do not notice you.
They look kind of like the lizard meal that we saw the spider have.
They look exactly like the lizard meal you saw the spider have.
Can we?
Honestly, you guys on your lives, you've had lives before this. These are kobolds.
Don't let them know we're here.
How loudly do you say such things? Okay. I won't see you. Okay. Yeah. I do not see you.
Can I grab a javelin in my free hand and just be ready to throw it?
Yeah.
And I will kind of position myself on this side of the door.
All right. Still nothing. They're fighting. One of them dropped the crowbar and swearing at each other, and one smacked the other one over the head. That's a door. That is a door there.
All right. Unfortunately, I'm gonna try to get to here quietly and send out a ping to see if they're trying to get anything that I would want.
Fuck, I really need to make sure I look at all that.
Sorry, John.
No, it's good. It's good. I just got to remember you have it. Yes, there is a ping inside the cage.
Shit.
There is a ping inside the cage.
All right. I want to see what Chuck does.
I got it on the wrong drawing. You just peed on the floor again. So you walk in, you have a torch that's lighting up the room, right?
Yeah. I guess I do.
Oh,
Oops, that's supposed to be the orange light.
Yeah.
I'll just
Were
make
there
two.
torches in the room lighting the room before he entered it?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I was kind of looking at.
So they wouldn't notice the additional light, possibly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe.
otherwise we can't even see
Maybe.
these guys across the way if you don't have dark vision.
Yeah.
Is that what we call it in Pathfinder? Dark vision?
Yep. Dark vision.
Yeah. All right.
Question though. Yes. Oh, maybe there wasn't light. It's interesting. They don't notice the light from the torch though.
Yeah, They're like, oh, thank you for providing light so we can see what we're doing. Not thinking about who's providing the light.
All right, Lady Sill's gonna turn around. Then, Chuck, are you trying to enter the room or not?
No, Chuck's staying back and watching.
All right, because I'm looking back to my goblin friends,
Bob moved.
and I point to the lizards, and I go like that.
Lunch, would
You
you
do?
like to move?
Like I really want them dead.
I
Lady
think
Frost
I'm
steals
actually.
and wants to kill. Chuck is getting a very interesting read on who Lady Frost is right now.
I'm a little confused by Lady Frost. Bob, I'm gonna.
She's
take
not as
in
nice
the-
as she comes across at first.
I'm gonna. So I
Yeah,
haven't used
fair.
a javelin. I'm gonna stay in javelin range and get ready to throw because
Okay.
I want to see how that works.
Okay, you're still good. Lady Frost, would you
Yeah.
like to move?
I'm.
Oh,
I'm
hold,
gonna-
hold,
Lady
Bob.
Frost is
Hold.
hoping people move beyond her.
I'm
You're staying here,
gonna-
Munch.
I'm gonna
Don't-
hold the act.
Everybody,
hold
stop! Do not
I'm
move
not-
your token unless I say your name.
I'm gonna hold the
Put
throwing.
us an initiative right now. Okay, give me a turn.
I was gonna say. I
The
would like to
second
hold.
someone moved into the range when I wasn't calling their name.
I was gonna hold the throw action until someone made an attack or until they noticed us.
Okay. Lady Seller, are you moving anywhere? No?
I am not.
Okay. Munch, you're holding you're gonna attack the second something
Yeah.
hits the fan.
Assuming
Chuck,
that's
you're
probably
holding
Bob.
up. Okay, Bob, would you like to make your move now? Because your move right now will. Yep. Roll initiative as they finally turn and see Bob and they're like,
So now this is one of those times where if your stealth is really good, would you be allowed to use stealth instead of perception for initiative? Is that how Pathfinder works?
I would say yes. This would be that
It
time.
doesn't for me, so I'm just doing perception. Yeah, it give yourself the second condition, right?
Yeah, probably.
If
It
you-
says you're sick. I
Okay.
don't know if that is the sickened condition. I didn't look at that specifically.
It says
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
you can't. Well, let's see. You take a status penalty to all your checks and DCs. And my AC did go down by 1 too. 7.
Where is their perception? Holy hell. Apparently they don't. That's
No perception for you.
perception. Perception's your wisdom. Oh yeah, they don't have perception. They have no perception. So okay. No dukes.
I got no dukes.
Oops.
You said, put up your dukes. I got no dukes.
Oh, that's not what I need to be adjusting. Fuck. I was adjusting their hit points. You don't want me doing that. No. Nope. They were going up.
Hmm.
No bueno. Oh, come on. One thing that I think could be improved on the combat tracker on Wanderer's Guide. Allow me to enter all their initiatives at once. All right, Bob. What'd you have? 24. Chuck?
That makes sense.
6.
6. Lady Sill?
I had 10.
10. Yes. Munch?
7.
7. Goblins. You like to stick together. All right, Bob. You snuck up on this guy. You lead us off. He turns around and hisses at you. He's got like they all seem to have fears. Like seems to be their modus operandi. So strike and strike. Okay. Do you have shield bash? Because that's actually what you're doing. Yeah, but the spikes only increase the damage on the shield bash. I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, he has shield bash in his weapons.
Oh, does he? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Then what was it? Sorry. 23. Yes, that hits. It is a success. 9 damages. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. How does he die?
Nice.
Make a strength check.
Just keep running.
I mean, you could make a shove, honestly. There's a shove action.
It would replace your second attack.
Yeah.
It would be at a -5.
6? That's your strength check? You now have a kobold on your shield. He's just kind of hanging there.
Are the spikes long enough that they went through the first kobold and are still
That-
usable, or it's
No, they're stuck in the back of his head. They're
Yeah.
they're like pointing out the back of his head a little bit. But he's it's like some twisted marionette on the front end of his shield now. It's like okay, yep, that works. Beak. Okay, flail away, sir. 17 does hit. How does that guy die? Holy hell. Yes, you are. Okay. Mushed him. All right, you have 1 action left. Actually, no, you don't. You moved 5 feet. Oh,
Mhm.
so you are. Did you take your -5 penalty on your second attack? Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Uh,
Mhm.
nice. Whoa. Why did that go to? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what. Okay. It's rearranging my shiznit.
All right. So
Um,
can I release the javelin, or do you want me to wait till my
Oh
turn?
shit! I should have had you release your javelin. Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
I
have
would have been.
released your javelin before he went.
I would have waited for the first shield bash probably, but I would have been aiming for D anyway. So
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that makes sense. We'll have you do it right here.
Is there any special rules for attacking on not your turn?
Well, it's a reaction, so it's 1 strike.
Yeah. Okay. And does the attack penalty then? How would that?
It treats it like an
work?
attack of opportunity. You get the full attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your full
All right.
attack.
It's only a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
Let me view one of these guys. 12 does not hit.
Oh man,
Your spear.
right through the bars.
Sure. I was gonna have it stick into the barrel, so it was still reachable. But if you wanted to go through the bars and in the cage, yeah.
I said it, and it's too late to take it back.
Too late. It's laying inside the cage, out of reach.
All right, that was my reaction.
All right. Yeah. Seeing his brethren knocked down, he's going to stride 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is going to attack Bob. Oh, where's his shiznit? Oh, that's does a 4 hit you?
Not even
Okay.
in the second.
And then it's a nat 1, so it moves down a step. Like this is a fail. Like not only is it a critical fail from the 10, it's a critical fail because it's a 1. And it missed. So yeah, he swings around. Let's see. He tries to swing his spear at you, and it ends up like you pull his buddy up in front of him. And he drops his spear, realizing that that's his friend, thinking he may still have a chance to keep him alive.
Right.
He drops his spear out of fear.
Nice.
And then for his third action, he's going to take another spear out.
I think he moved though, right?
Instead of picking up the one. Yeah, he moved.
Move,
And then
attack.
No, move it to one attack, and then taking a spear out.
Okay.
Retrieving a spear, whether he picked it up off the floor or his backpack. I'm saying he took it out of his backpack.
I thought I heard 2 attacks. My bad.
Nope, one attack. Just one attack. This guy is going to move forward. And now you are flat-footed because you are flanked, Tom Norman. -2 to your AC. And he will.
You're at a -3 with the second condition total.
Yeah.
Currently. But the one's already applied, I think.
18 to hit. All right.
You are a flank stake.
6 piercing damage. Oh, and because you have the flat-footed condition, you get sneak attack. So that's another 3. Total
Damn,
of 9.
sneak attack. That's a big one.
Runs up behind you and sticks a spear in your pooper. Moves us to Lady Sill. Yes, he is.
Let's see. Lady Sill sees Bob having some problems.
Some problems.
And I am trying to determine with all these good fighters what she would want to do. All right, she is going to stick exactly where she is.
Okay.
And she is going to cast a spell. I might as well do a Divine Lance.
Ooh.
And let's see, the one behind Bob, I guess, from to the right.
Okay. D.
Oops, wait, I gotta attack first. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay.
Your divine
then,
lance goes sailing over his head and then hits a box in the back and it shatters.
All right, now as
place.
opposed to Dungeons and Dragons, I see no limitation on what I can do with spells. So I believe I can cast 2 spells in a turn if I have the action.
If you have the actions, that is my understanding.
So I'm gonna.
Is that the same thing though, where it has a penalty because it's an attack roll?
I'm not making another attack roll.
Oh, okay. Well, they have the attack quality.
Yeah.
Or that one does.
I am gonna cast Shield, which raises the shield. It gives me +1 to circumstance bonus to my AC, and has a hardness of 5. So
cool.
And she's just gonna hang out behind her ethereal shield and turns over. So apparently that's how shields work in Pathfinder. That I have a shield with a hardness of 5. If a creature attacks me for, let's say, 6 damage, my hardness of 5 shield blocks 5 of it, and I take 1.
Yeah. Yeah. It should have a hardness in the equipment thing. I can pull up equipment, which I have highlighted here. Shield.
Steel shield, hardness 5.
Whenever a shield takes damage, the amount of damage it takes is reduced by this amount.
Mhm.
The number is particularly relevant for shields because of shield block feat. The rules for hardness appear on page 272.
Basically, the way it works, like Kukta said, if it would deal 6 damage, it would defend 5. Kukta would take 1, or in your case, you would take 1, and your shield takes 1. You both take that 1 damage. Your shield can take up to 10 before it breaks.
Yep.
Oh.
An item can be broken or
Awesome.
destroyed if it takes enough damage. Every item has a hardness value. Each time the item takes damage, reduce any damage the item takes by its hardness.
So it doesn't prevent you from taking the damage. It just raises your AC.
No, it prevents them from taking 5 damage.
It prevents them
Yeah.
from taking
Exactly what Rick said. Exactly what Rick said.
prevents the 5 damage and
But
applies the 5
for
damage
Norm to get
the
that
shield.
benefit, he has to use an action to raise his shield on his turn, and then he has to use his reaction to shield block when somebody attacks him. So he has to use actions and reactions to get that benefit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so shield block is the
and then the
preventing
shield
of damage.
So with a hardness of 5, it would take 5 damage, and then the shield spell would break and be gone. His shield, if it had a hardness of 10, it'd take block 5, and then it's broken. It is a broken item, and he can't use it
No,
until it's repaired.
The way Rick
No, it's not
explained
like
it
that,
was
John.
very good.
Yeah.
The hardness, basically, it takes that without anything. So it takes the hardness. And then you have to deal above the hardness to deal damage to the shield. So you and the shield share that damage.
Yeah. The hardness is how much the shield
Got it.
doesn't take.
it's like damage reduction, basically hardness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
If you choose not to use
both
shield
take the
block,
damage. If you shield block and it goes over the hardness, you and the
Yeah.
shield take equal damage. Not
Yeah.
not half, not nothing. You both take whatever it goes over the hardness.
So if it was 7 damage and it had a hardness of 5, it prevents 5 damage. You take 2 damage. Shield takes 2 damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then once your shields,
Which is 10 damage, it's broken.
yeah.
but the cost to you is 1 action to raise your shield and 1 reaction to use the
Block.
blocking.
By raising his shield,
Yay.
you can snap your shield into place with your reaction. That raises your AC by 2. It does not
Yeah.
cause you to block.
Once you've used reactive shield as your reaction, you can't use your reaction again to shield block.
You shield
Yes.
block.
Correct. Yeah, if you look under your details tab under feats, and they're both listed as reactions.
There's a higher level fighter feat called quick shield block. That gives you what you're looking for.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it's just an AC bump, regardless
It's
of
an
the
AC bump,
flavor
it
it
doesn't
says
block.
ahead of it.
Yeah. So if you're gonna take a hit and you know that your AC is like it's right at your AC, then you can use your reaction to say, no, you're not gonna hit me this time.
All right. All that being said, Munch, it's your
Cool.
turn.
It's the
Does it
little
have
the
the
little
little
the little arrow
curly
after
arrow?
it means reaction.
It's a reaction arrow.
Yeah.
Munch, your turn. We all are.
Yeah, this is good stuff. We haven't had to
Misunderstood
deal
the
with this
shield
yet.
rules.
All right, I gotta look and see where I
Thanks
am.
for
So
casting the shield, Ryan.
I was holding the javelin in one hand, so I have to grip my great pick with the other hand as an action. I will move myself into behind D as my second action to stride, and I will make 1 attack with the great pick as my third action. And it is a 22 to hit.
22 does hit. It is not critical.
And it is 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage to D. All right.
And that is all I have.
All right. Cool. That moves us to Chuck. Chuck,
Okay.
there's still 2 kobolds standing. They have your buddy flanked.
Chuck is going to use an action to pull out his sling. Then he's going to use an action to create a diversion. This is an actual action. It's in the rules. So he's going to make a lot of noise and point to his left,
Okay.
trying to get the kobolds to look left.
Okay.
So with a gesture, a trick, or some distracting words, you can create a diversion that draws the creature's attention elsewhere. If you use a gesture or trick, this gains the manipulate trait. If you use distracting words, it gains auditory, whatever. Attempt a deception check and compare it to the perception DCs of the creatures whose attention you're trying to divert. So I will try a deception check. 7.
Gosh, it wasn't even that hard of a check. Their DC is just 10.
Okay, so I failed it. Failure. You don't divert the attention of creatures whose perception exists as a result, and those creatures are aware you were trying to trick them. So
It's their
That's
passive, isn't it? Or
Yeah, perception DC, he said.
it says compared to the perception DCs of the creatures whose attention you're trying to divert.
that's the passive
Well-
perception, basically.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Whether or not you succeed the creature. Oh, and they gain a +4 circumstance bonus to their DCs against future attempts to divert.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Never mind. It didn't work. I tried. Then I'm going to strike with my sling.
What would it have done had you succeeded?
It would have made him flat-footed
Oh, nice.
against the attack. Actually, it causes me to be hidden, which causes them to be flat-footed against my attack.
Question on flat-footed. Would D have been flat-footed for my attack?
You are not.
Yes, because it's center square to center square, and if it crosses across their square, they are considered flat-footed.
Okay. Would that bonus have made a difference for a crit?
What
I think
was
I rolled.
your?
I think I rolled a 22.
No.
Yeah, 22. So it would have been what, a 24? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it would have been a 24.
Okay.
Actually, no, it would have been. Their AC would have been lower by 2.
Okay.
Doesn't make you roll a 24. It makes you roll a 22, but their AC drops 2 from where
Got
it's
it.
at, which still
Got
doesn't make it.
Still not a crit. Okay.
Still not.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Still learning.
Absolutely. So you're gonna lob a bomb. Yes.
No, I'm going to just use my sling.
Sling. Oh, sling. Okay.
At D,
slingshot.
the one that Munch hit.
Yep.
I only have so many bombs. I don't feel like wasting it. 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
How does this guy die?
He takes a little stone pebble to the eye and it just goes right into his skull.
Ew.
Right in front of
So
you, Munch.
all that yelling and pointing, he turned and looked at you, and you slung and right in his eye socket, and
I was aiming for the back of his head.
he turned.
Hello.
Norm.
Hello.
There he is.
I
Norm.
am. You're the devil.
Love you again.
I haven't heard him yet. You guys
I
hear him,
hear
or is it just me?
Yeah, I hear.
Oh,
You can't
him?
hear
I don't-
Tom on Discord?
Yeah, in Discord, I don't hear Norm.
Yeah, I can hear him.
It's
You
just
just said
me.
it sounds like a Rick problem.
It does sound like a Rick problem. Let's refresh
That's
this
weird.
Discord.
And there goes Rick. And there's Rick again. Hi, Rick.
Hello.
You look like a puck. Or what is that? Nope, it's a patch.
I need to. I still can't hear Norm. Oh well.
He's not talking. I can hear you.
There, now I can.
I hear
I
you.
just had to refresh Discord.
And John's making it even more confusing because he's taking his headphones out and talking to someone else.
All right.
Hold on loosely.
But don't let it go.
Don't let it go.
All right.
How's Twitch doing now? Beside outside of your
Yeah, I mean, fine is a little bit of an overstatement, but I think Twitch is rolling.
Hey, Bob, it's your turn. You want to smash this kobold? Smash
take
this
out some
kobold?
of your frustration on the kobold.
Yes. Beat him with his buddy.
Hit him, but only deal like 1 damage on the first hit, so you can swing a second time and get that double frustration out.
Sharpen a stick at both ends.
Sucks to your ass, Mar.
Well. Both misses. You are frustrated.
Get him.
That was the -5? Yeah. All right. 16 does just hit him. That is his AC. 6 bludgeoning damages. Right.
He's still upright.
He's still upright. He does not look very good, but he's still
You
upright.
get another attack if you want to attempt it.
You're 15 with a -10? You got a 15? -10. That's your third swing. Okay.
Yeah. That's the math. The math is a +2 because
Math
he's
is-
got a plus. So it's +9, -10, and he's sickened for another -1. So it's a total net of +2.
-2.
-2.
-2.
So you rolled a 17 on the die.
All right. All right. Yeah. And then you just
Makes
miss.
sense.
It's like, holy shit. You just missed. His AC is a 16.
Did you miss all 3 of those attacks?
No,
So
he
if
hit
you-
the middle one.
So if you hadn't drank that thing, you would have just hit him.
Yep.
Wah,
Or had
wah.
you succeeded on your fortitude save.
Yeah.
Then you would have had a whole different set of things.
Bob is going to be inconsolable for a while. Inconceivably inconsolable.
This kobold is going to come back at you, Bob. He's going to swing at you.
Shine, like piercing through. He's got a hole. He looks down, looks again, and then just slumps over.
Perfect. Like a death becomes her style thing,
Yeah.
except he falls over. Excellent. We are out of initiative.
All right, Lady Syl is gonna point to the door and point to Chuck. Say, whatever you need to do.
And
I need in that room.
my javelin is inside there. Can I just like try to rip the door open?
Sure. Yeah, you can absolutely try and rip the door open.
I would like to
I'll
do
let Munch
that.
handle it.
It is an athletics check.
Boom. Well, I could tell you it's a 7, or I could tell you it's a natural 1 for 7. But both are true.
Well, then that 1 for 7. That's a critical failure. You grab a hold of the bars, and they're, for whatever reason, a little oily. And you try and pull away, and you actually end up on your ass.
Mm,
You don't do any
Sounds about
damage
right.
to the door whatsoever.
mm,
You fall on your butt trying to pull it open.
Maybe
sounds
you
about
should try
right.
clearing out the dead bodies before trying that again, Munch.
I'm just going to sit on the floor.
There's a lock on the door.
A lock, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at what it takes to pick a lock.
I have a plus
Thievery skill check.
+1 to thievery. I'm
I
sure
have a-
someone's got better than that.
I have a pick.
I have a
It's a-
decent
It's
thievery
a
skill.
great pick.
Does anyone have a set of thieves tools though? Is the question.
Trained in thievery and have thieves tools. I do not have thieves tools. I am trained in
No.
thievery though.
My next character does.
I don't know.
Does anyone have gold that they would have possibly and can give me a good reason why they would have thieves tools?
I can't.
No.
I'm trained in thievery, so I probably would have thieves tools.
would-
I do have. I got 61 silver left.
How much are thieves tools?
Probably not that much. Let's
I'm
check.
assuming, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to make sense. I took what did I put? I think I put it in my pack. took a repair kit. We figured that.
They're 3 gold, so they would be 30 silver. I could afford them.
Yeah, go ahead.
So-
Drop the 30 silver and give yourself.
So
some
would have had a
thieves tools.
healer's kit. So a thieves kit or thieves
Well
tools
then.
makes sense.
You need.
And we'll
things
figure out
to-
what Bob would have had.
Yep. You need these things to do these things. So.
Their things.
Okay. Add items.
So healer's kit will be important when we go into the main campaign. Thieves tools will probably be important when we go into the main
Yep.
campaign.
I'll have the thieves tools covered.
Yeah, look at some of those other toolkits and stuff that may.
This is why we do a one shot. Good
Yeah,
learning. Good.
we're
Very
learning.
good.
We're learning.
Okay, there we go.
And being
So
forgiven.
now I have these. Because
we're
we'll
learning.
try to pick the lock using the thieves tools as I step over the bodies of the fallen lizard or kobolds that nobody seems to want to pick up. So pick lock. Let me go back to where there was actions.
Thievery skill check. Yes. It's still hanging off, and you now have a spear hitting. It's sticking out of his back as well.
I'll grab the spear if you want and hold on to it if you want to pull him off the shield. I will assist you.
It's a while they're doing that, it's a 25 to pick the lock.
Yeah, you go in there with your thieves tools and you just click. It just opens like you wonder why Munch tried pulling it open. It was like that was easy.
Because he's Munch. I know why Munch tried.
Exactly.
So I'll go into the room and
looking through this pile of old crates, most of this is old food, long spoiled, or stained
Munch.
cloth.
Dinner.
Yeah, old rotten food, Munch. You do find 200 silver points. Pieces, silver pieces. There's a gold ring worth 5 gold. And a beautiful short sword that looks better than your average short sword. Lady Sil, I assume you ping?
Yeah, I'm gonna ping in this room.
Yeah, it's a +1 short sword. That's a magical short sword.
I'm gonna point to the sword and say, someone should use this. It's pretty good. It looks pretty good.
And
I
80
don't know the
experience to
details.
each of you.
Yay!
80 for killing kobolds.
So should we be at 320? Is that right?
Yeah, that's where we should be.
And also 5 for the shrine. If I didn't say that before.
How much was it? 5?
25.
I'm
I'm going to take the 200 silver pieces that I found. The gold ring anybody can have, and I have no use for the short sword.
I mean, I'll certainly take the gold ring if nobody wants it.
See, +1 short sword. You can
But I wouldn't have any propensity. The gold ring, if it doesn't ping back to me, is not valuable to me. So
yeah, it does not ping back anything to you.
All right,
it's worth
so
5 gold. Looking at it,
I'll give it to Munch. Munch seems like
I like
he
shiny
needs a
things.
reward for his service. So
Yeah.
There's a door in the back of the room opposite the way you came in.
let's keep going.
Let me do this.
We are borderline on time there, so I
Yep,
don't know
I
how much you
understand.
wanna.
This hallway.
Oh, it's John's cliffhanger. Here we go. I love these. We could stop now, or we could let John put us at a cliffhanger.
You push open this door, and there's a smooth stone hallway with a door at the other end. Tiled floor has large square stone tiles. I need
Puke in this room,
perception.
or it'll be like a Benny Hall situation.
I need perception checks from the
Benny
group.
Hill.
17.
23, natural
Ooh.
20. So
20, 23, 25
nice.
with the 19.
So, Munch and Lady Frost, you see on the opposite end of the hallway, one of those large square tiles is like off kilter a little bit. And you think, if you step on it, something bad may happen.
Mm.
Lady Sill, you actually see the trigger for it and believe that the ceiling will fall in on you if you step on this tile.
All right, so I'm gonna yell out to Bob since he's always ahead of everybody.
Mm.
Like, Bob, there's surely a trap in the hallway. Watch yourself.
Yeah, I'll grab his shoulder at the same time.
It is
I'll kind
a-
of like nudge Munch and have him like basically go right up to it and like point to it.
Yeah.
So Munch, you will end up going here. And this last tile right in front of you is the tile.
All right.
If you want me to mess around with it, I can try to disable it. If it's no big deal to step around it, we can do that as well.
It's right in front of me.
It would take a very simple acrobatics check to avoid it. There's a chance at failure. But there is a door on the other side of it.
So you
The
can't
problem-
jump across, so there's no landing.
You can't jump really because there is nowhere to land until you get the door open.
I can disable it.
You could make the thievery check to try and disable it. Or you can try and come up with a way to open the door and then jump.
Does the door look locked?
There's a lock on the door. Yeah.
I'll grab him by the belt loops.
Okay. So you lean across. You turn the doorknob. I need a dexterity or a reflex save from you and a strength check from an athletics check from Munch, who's holding your breeches.
Because the door was not locked and it opened.
Yep, the door's not locked. The door swung right open.
All
and
right,
you suddenly got nothing to lean on.
I rolled
17.
well. I rolled well also. 25.
You
19
plant your-
plus 6.
Yep, you plant both of your feet on Munch's feet, and Munch just grabs you and pulls you back up.
Just
And
glad
shit,
your
I did it
pants
wrong because I should have just said the door swings open and that's where we're gonna stop.
way more complicated than it needed to be.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you got a new belt the last time we were in town.
But we will stop there and pick up on either the small jump across or the disabling of the trap, whatever you wish to do next time.
No, it's nice.
Yeah.
Now I can hear it. Yeah.
Oh, I just needed a reboot, baby. Hometown, get him.
Right on, buddy. Yeah.
Awesome.
The fact that the song is just Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? The lyrics. Ooh. Yeah, it is. I'd like to say more money, more problems. More goblins, more kobolds, more problems. Uh, uh, let's see. Holy hell. Nice.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah,
cool.
nice. So we're well beyond 69 followers now. That's awesome. No, wasn't. I thought Rick was 69. I thought we made that joke. Yeah, and then someone followed shortly after. Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
you need your paper for the next room.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah, I got my
I said we
tiles.
might
I got
not
my
get to it
tiles.
this time. Yeah.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
It looks like Bob is down like 9 hit points. I'm assuming Bob's not going to beg for a sit down. Okay.
Bob's not even going to consider asking Lady Syl, "Hey, can you treat these wounds?" I'm just going to drink my potion.
He can do it himself. That's Bob's mantra. I can do it myself.
Yep, it's competitive.
No,
He's not going to ask anyone for help.
The healer's kit is unlimited. It didn't look like it had like a number of charges like the D&D version.
No, it's just the time limit.
Yep, it's the time limiting thing.
So as long as we have 10 minutes to heal someone,
And
then
they
they're
haven't
kind
been healed in an hour.
Takes
Yeah.
10 minutes, and I can't do it like twice in an hour, right? So
Yep.
to the
yourself.
same person or to
to the same person, right?
The same
think
So
it's the
basically,
person.
that person's immune to it for an hour.
yeah. So from a logistics standpoint, it makes more sense to use that every chance we get because it's essentially free except for time.
Yes.
But that's not how characters necessarily act.
The target is temporarily immune. Yep.
Mm. Yeah.
And Lady Syl might actually say, "Suck it up, you weenie. Let's keep going."
We may finish the first floor next session. Yes, very much so. Yeah.
We played first edition. This is our first go at second edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I barely understand Dungeons and Dragons. So.
I got that over. So we will actually sit and break, like when Ryan cast his shield spell today, we'll break down all the shield rules. We'll look stuff up. We'll talk about it because part of that, this has always been like it started as me teaching Tom Dungeons and Dragons. So we went through the character sheet bit by bit by bit. And one thing about that is I had been playing Dungeons and Dragons, DMing it for 2 years when we started, 3 years. When we
Yeah,
started,
something like that.
So I had a good grasp on everything. This is all of us are kind of flying in blind, and the only experience we have is what me and Rick had from playing Pathfinder Society and Pathfinder 1E. So, yeah,
I will.
loving the system. It's been very interesting to adapt to, try and break some of our old habits and rules.
I say it helps that a lot of us we've played with each other in Dungeons and Dragons and other games prior to this, and we all kind of have an idea of how the role playing works. So that helps that it's really just the rules and the that stuff that we're trying to figure out, like how does it work in this system. And I think we all, having played together, I think we all work together really well with the other stuff. So we're not like fighting for dominance or any of that kind of thing. It's just the audio that's fighting for dominance.
Yes, exactly.
Winning.
JC,
Yeah.
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 JC, do you have? Can you just put the campaign code in the in Two Nerds One Quest chat, just so I can add my other character to that, so you've got
Is
all
there?
the information.
Can
when we go
you
forward.
do me a favor and edit her name so that there's some signifier of
Yep, it
or-
already is.
or put put parentheses and put main after it so that I know that that's going to be your main character or whatever.
Sure.
Just so I don't grab the wrong one when I create encounters.
Because in Wanderer's Guide, you only get one campaign, right? So we're gonna just swap out characters when we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like super tied into the campaign that I'm seeing. Let's see. Clear winner this week.
Go Munch. I had to vote for Tastes Like Burning, John. That was just a nostalgic vote there.
Yeah, when he said it, I'm like, I don't even think he understands what he did for you and I in that one.
That was our old raid team in World of Warcraft was called Tastes Like Burning.
Oh, because I.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's where
what
it
I
came
was
from.
thinking. That's awesome.
See. Excellent.
It's awesome. All right, Tom. Just a suggestion: give her a reboot before we get started.